What is something that most people won't believe, but is true? An FTS production. Humans can smell some components of the smell of rain, the geosmin part of petrichor, specifically, far better than sharks can smell blood in water. We are very, very sensitive to it. Pineapples take 3 years to grow. Everest is nowhere close to being the farthest away from the center of the Earth. The top of Chimborazo in Ecuador is 2.1 kilometers farther away. Even crazier is that Chimborazo isn't even the highest mountain in the Andes. The rope around the Earth problem. Take a rope tied tautly around a basketball. Now the rope must be lengthened so that there is a 1-foot gap between the ball and the rope at all points, as if the rope is hovering a foot away around the entirety of the ball. How much must the rope be lengthened to accomplish this? 6.28 feet. Now take a rope, tied tautly, around the equator of the Earth. We have the same goal for the 1-foot hovering gap around the entirety of the Earth. How far must the rope be lengthened? 6.28 feet. This is so counterintuitive, just about no one will believe it until shown the math. Orcas eat moose. Strawberry is not a berry, but banana is. Komodo dragons usually reproduce sexually, but females in captivity have been known to reproduce by parthenogenesis, without the need for sperm. An infinite supply of food would not solve world hunger. We actually have more than enough food to end world hunger. The issue is with distribution or logistics. There was more time between the building of the Great Pyramids and Cleopatra than there is between Cleopatra and now. Vegetable is a culinary term for unsweet plants and has never been rigidly defined. When people say tomatoes are a fruit, they're ignoring the distinctions made when you jump over from botany to cooking. Tomatoes are fruits because they form from a flower and contain seeds. In spite of this, the U.S. Supreme Court in 1893 ruled that the tomato should be classified as a vegetable. Some tortoises can breathe through their butthole. Mexican Independence Day is not Cinco de Mayo. Almonds are from the peach family. There are an infinite number of rational numbers. Similarly, there are an infinite number of irrational numbers. If you pick a number at random, though, it is almost 100% certain to be an irrational number. Almost all numbers are irrational. Porcupines are very good climbers, so sometimes they climb trees. Crickets' ears are on their legs. You are more likely to die from a cow than dying by sharks. Here, so many cows roam all over the streets. Gotta be careful now. Unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. The most dangerous part of flying in an aircraft is the drive to the airport. Humans are the best long-distance runners in the animal kingdom. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasted 57 seconds. It was a Loganair flight between two Scottish islands, Westray and Papa Westray. It was recorded the shortest commercial flight, with a distance of 1.7 miles. Your privacy matters, and it has nothing to do with you having nothing to hide. James Garfield could write in Greek with one hand and in Latin with the other, at the same time. The word slave is derived from the Slavic peoples, white people, who were frequently enslaved in the Middle Ages. In the U.S., many people don't know this and associate slavery only with the U.S. South pre-Civil War and the enslavement of Africans. This is not a political comment. Just mentioned it because so few people know it. Slavery is evil regardless of who was enslaved. Time isn't linear. And neither is YouTube's algorithm. To get guaranteed access to this content, subscribe now.